Yes.
But the idea is, obviously what happens with Twitter is that when you put something out, only a percentage of your followers see it. So the idea is to actually repeat that same link at intervals to make sure as many people see it, but also at the same time to make sure that you don't annoy those followers. Because there's a balancing act between losing followers through, sending out too much junk. But if it is great content, there's an argument to be said that you could repeat that 4 times over the space of 24 hours, especially if you're not online at that time. Your followers are following you for content. If you're a content supplier, then you shouldn't be embarrassed about supplying them content. So, it's, there are tools to do that. But Chris,
you're going to get a try.
Good man, go.
All right. You. No. I just
say.
Guy says, and then I say, you. So, Guy, I'm talking with Guy, we're friends, we disagree on this point. Twitter is no place for robot behavior. There's plenty of other ways you can market like that. It's called email spam. Feel free, get back into that. Still alive and well? Get the hell off Twitter if you don't want to be human. Unless you're a bridge or a washing machine or something. That's okay. Dispensation for that. I think you should be your own Twitterer. I think that maybe it's okay if someone's monitoring and listening, but I think that you are the company, you are the voice. It's agencies tweeting for other people or, ghost tweeters and all this kind of stuff. I just don't go for it. I'm sorry. There's other things like that. They're called press releases. There's lots of other ways that you can fake having an authentic and useful voice. Please don't do it on Twitter. That said, I'm in the minority. I like actually making relationships before I make money. I'm not a hooker. So,
you're not in vain.
That's available. But, I really like Twitter to be a place for humans and fictional dogs.
I just throw this in though. Isn't Twitter the ultimate democracy? If you don't like what someone's sharing, just unfollow them.
True. See, also, you're doing it wrong.
So this is my suggestion. If you have this issue of philosophy